Top 5 Hotels in Cape Town. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a city where two oceans meet, where mountains rise dramatically from the earth, and where history, culture, and luxury all intertwine. That's Cape Town, a destination that can take your breath away without even trying. But today, we're not just exploring Cape Town as a city, we're stepping inside the most exquisite, most iconic hotels this city has to offer. From clifftop mansions with million-dollar views to waterfront retreats where luxury meets art, each of these hotels tells its own story, and trust me, by the end of this journey, you'll be packing your bags. This isn't just a top 5 list. This is an immersive, long voyage into the heart of Cape Town hospitality, the details, the sensations, the experiences that turn a hotel stay into a lifetime memory. Let's begin with our first stop. Number 5. Number 5, the Silo Hotel. If Cape Town had a crown, the Silo Hotel would be one of its brightest jewels. Rising above the Zeitz Museum of Contemporary Art Africa, this building is more than just a place to sleep, it's a work of art in itself. The first time you see it, you can't help but notice those multifaceted glass windows, bulging slightly outward like giant crystal bubbles. They catch the light differently as the day moves on. In the morning, they shimmer with soft gold. In the afternoon, they blaze with sunlit reflections of the harbor, and by night, they glow from within, like a lantern guiding you home. Stepping inside. As you walk through the grand entrance, the mood changes instantly. You're no longer just in Cape Town, you're in a space that feels part art gallery, part luxurious sanctuary. Every wall has something intriguing, bold paintings, sculptural pieces, textures that make you want to reach out and touch them. The lobby's high ceilings create a sense of airiness, but the warm lighting keeps it feeling intimate. The rooms. Up in the rooms, things get even better. No two rooms are the same, each is individually decorated with a mix of eclectic furniture, vibrant African-inspired fabrics, and those incredible floor-to-ceiling windows. Imagine lying in bed with the curtains drawn back, watching ships glide into the harbor as Table Mountain looms in the distance. At night, the city lights twinkle just for you. Rooftop experience. Head to the rooftop, and you'll find one of the most jaw-dropping infinity pools in the city. It's small, intimate, and feels like it's perched at the edge of the world. The rooftop care is perfect for sipping a vegetable tea while the sun melts into the Atlantic Ocean. The view? A full panoramic sweep, mountains, city, sea. It's the kind of view that makes you slow down, breathe deeper, and forget there's a whole world outside this moment. Dining. Dining at the Silo is an event in itself. The Granary Cafe don't just serve food, they serve stories on a plate. The chefs focus on locally sourced ingredients, turning familiar flavors into something elevated. Think West Coast oysters, Carol lamb, Cape Malay spices, all plated like a piece of fine art. Location and activities. And when you're ready to explore, step outside, and you're in the beating heart of the V&A waterfront. Stroll through boutique shops, book a sunset cruise, visit the aquarium, or simply watch street performers against the backdrop of Table Mountain. The Silo Hotel is for travelers who want more than a stay, they want an experience. Here, luxury meets bold creativity, and every glance, every taste, every moment feels curated just for you. Number 4, Cape Grace Hotel. Number 4 on our list takes us to a hotel that doesn't just sit by the water, it feels like it belongs to it. This is the Cape Grace Hotel. Nestled on its own private quay in the V&A waterfront, the Cape Grace is a love letter to timeless elegance and South African heritage. While many luxuries hotels dazzle with modern architecture and flashy design, the Cape Grace whispers its charm, refined, personal, and endlessly warm. First impressions. You arrive at the hotel along a quiet stretch of the marina, away from the bustle of the main waterfront. The moment you step through the doors, you're greeted by a space that feels more like a private residence than a commercial hotel. Polished wooden floors, antique furniture, and rich fabrics set the tone. There's an old-world grace here, but with subtle touches of modernity. You notice African artifacts subtly woven into the decor, paintings of Cape landscapes, and fresh flowers scenting the air. The welcome. From the first handshake, you sense this isn't just about service, it's about connection. The staff greet you by name, offer a refreshing welcome drink, and take the time to understand your preferences before you've even been shown to your room. This personal attention is part of what makes the Cape Grace legendary among returning guests. You're not just a booking number here, you're part of a community of travelers who find their way back, year after year. The rooms and suites. Step into your room, and you're met with understated luxury. Soft pastel tones and deep wood furnishings create a calming palette. Large windows frame the marina outside, with yachts gently rocking in the breeze. If you're lucky enough to stay in one of the rooftop suites, your private terrace offers sweeping views, the kind where you wake up with coffee in hand, watching the first pink light touch the slopes of Table Mountain. The bathrooms are a joy in themselves, deep soaking tubs, marble finishes, and all the little touches that say, "We thought of everything." Dining at Signal Restaurant. Downstairs, the Signal Restaurant delivers a culinary journey through the Cape's rich history. Each dish is inspired by the spice routes that once brought traders from far corners of the globe to this port city. Here, Cape Malay flavors meet European influences. Think fragrant bobo Thai alongside delicate seafood dishes, all plated with the kind of elegance that makes you pause before taking the first bite. Breakfasts are equally indulgent, freshly baked pastries, tropical fruits, and perfectly brewed coffee served with a smile. Afternoon tea. The Cape Grace isn't just about grand meals, it's about rituals. One of the most beloved is afternoon tea in the library lounge. Imagine sitting among shelves of books, sipping fine teas, and nibbling on delicate finger sandwiches while soft piano music drifts in the background. Location perks. One of the hotel's greatest assets is its location. You're close enough to walk to the V&A waterfront shops and attractions, yet far enough to enjoy peace and privacy. From here, it's a quick drive to some of Cape Town's best-loved sights: Table Mountain, the colorful houses of Bocap, the sandy stretches of Camps Bay. The spirit of Cape Grace. What makes Cape Grace truly special isn't just its amenities, it's the way it makes you feel. There's an intimacy here, a sense of being welcomed into a gracious home. Whether you're watching the sunset over the marina, enjoying a quiet drink by the fire, or returning after a day of exploring to find your room perfectly turned down, everything is done with intention. Cape Grace is the kind of place where luxury comes not from grand gestures, but from countless small ones, where every detail, every smile, every perfectly timed cup of tea reminds you that you're somewhere extraordinary. From here, our journey takes us from understated elegance to a resort that's bold, lush, and larger than life. Coming up next, number 3. Number 3, One&Only Cape Town. Number 3 on our journey is a name that resonates with luxury across the globe: One&Only Cape Town. If the Cape Grace whispers elegance, the One&Only sings it in full chorus. This is where indulgence meets grand scale, where every element is designed to impress, from the moment you arrive to the moment you reluctantly check out. The arrival. You arrive at the One&Only through the bustle of the V&A waterfront, but the moment you step inside, the energy changes. Wide open spaces, soaring ceilings, and walls of glass create a sense of expansiveness. The air smells faintly of fresh flowers and ocean breeze, and a soft hum of background music wraps around you like a welcome hug. The lobby is anchored by a central lounge area with plush seating, towering palms, and sweeping views of Table Mountain framed perfectly through massive windows, as if the building was designed just for that picture-perfect shot. The layout and setting. The One&Only is more than a single building, it's a resort in the heart of the city. Two main accommodation areas frame a tranquil waterway: the Marina Rise, where spacious rooms and suites overlook the bustling harbor or the iconic mountain, and the Island Suites, tucked away on a private landscaped island surrounded by canals. Walking to the island feels like stepping into a hidden sanctuary. Palms sway overhead, koi swim lazily in the water below, and the city noise fades into gentle ripples. The rooms and suites. Rooms here are generous, far larger than most city hotels, with floor-to-ceiling glass doors that open onto private balconies. Inside, the decor blends clean contemporary lines with African textures, rich woods, earth-tone fabrics, and subtle tribal patterns. The bathrooms are enormous, with deep stone soaking tubs, walk-in rain showers, and vanities so wide they could double as dressing tables. In the island suites, the experience becomes even more secluded. Imagine waking up, stepping onto your terrace, and seeing nothing but lush gardens and calm water. It feels like your own little world, right in the center of Cape Town. The culinary experience. The One&Only takes dining seriously, very seriously. The crown jewel here is Nobu, the world-famous Japanese-Peruvian restaurant by chef Nobu Matsuhisa. Imagine delicate slivers of sashimi, black cod miso that melts on your tongue, and juices infused with exotic flavors. Then there's Isola, the poolside restaurant offering fresh Mediterranean-inspired dishes, think wood-fired pizzas, grilled seafood, and salads bursting with color and flavor. For breakfast, you're spoiled with a lavish buffet that could rival some of the world's best: tropical fruits, pastries still warm from the oven, made-to-order eggs, and freshly squeezed juices, all served with a view of the mountain. Activities and experiences. The One&Only can arrange just about anything you can dream up, from tasty vegetable teas to helicopter rides over the Cape Peninsula. Back at the hotel, there's a fully equipped gym with panoramic views, a kids club for younger guests, and curated cultural experiences that bring local art and music right into the hotel's public spaces. The evenings. As the sun begins to set, the hotel transforms into a glowing, lively space. Guests gather at the lounge, where live music often fills the air and coffee mugs are as artful as they are delicious. Outside, lanterns reflect on the still water of the canals, and the city's lights sparkle in the distance, a perfect reminder that while you're wrapped in the comfort of a world-class resort, the vibrant heartbeat of Cape Town is just beyond the door. The One&Only Cape Town is for those who want it all: space, style, seclusion, and the convenience of being in the middle of one of the world's most beautiful cities. From here, we leave modern opulence and step into a world of history, tradition, and timeless grace. Our number 2 hotel is a pink-painted icon that has been welcoming guests for more than a century. Number 2, Belmond Mount Nelson Hotel. Number 2 on our list isn't just a hotel, it's a piece of Cape Town's soul. Welcome to the Belmond Mount Nelson Hotel, affectionately known as the Pink Lady. For over 120 years, this grand dame has stood proudly at the foot of Table Mountain, offering a blend of old-world elegance, colonial charm, and modern luxury. This is a place where time slows down, where traditions are cherished, and where every corner feels steeped in history. The iconic arrival. You don't simply arrive at the Mount Nelson, you make an entrance. The driveway is lined with tall, swaying palm trees, leading to that famous pink facade, painted in 1918 as a symbol of peace at the end of World War I. A uniformed doorman tips his hat as you step out, and the sound of birdsong from the gardens is the perfect welcome. Immediately, you feel you've stepped into a different era, one where elegance is effortless and hospitality is an art form. The lobby and first impressions. Inside, the lobby exudes classic sophistication: polished wooden floors, antique furniture, fresh flower arrangements, and soft classical music floating in the background. There's a gentle hum of activity, guests chatting over coffee, staff moving gracefully, the faint scent of roses carried in from the garden. It's the kind of first impression that makes you smile without realizing it. The rooms and suites. Accommodation at the Mount Nelson ranges from cozy rooms in the main building to secluded garden cottages and expansive suites. In the rooms, the decor is timeless: soft pastel walls, crisp white linens, and elegant drapery. Many have private balconies or terraces overlooking either the manicured gardens or the dramatic face of Table Mountain. For the ultimate in privacy, the garden cottage suites are tucked away in a quiet, rose-scented courtyard. Whitewashed walls, green shutters, and private terraces make these cottages feel like your own country escape within the city. The gardens. One of the Mount Nelson's most magical features is its garden, 9 acres of perfectly maintained lawns, winding pathways, and bursts of color from seasonal blooms. You might see guests reading under the shade of century-old trees, couples strolling hand in hand, or children playing while the mountain looms in the distance. The gardens here aren't just decoration, they're part of the hotel's living history. Afternoon tea tradition. If there's one experience that defines the Mount Nelson, it's afternoon tea. Served daily in the lounge or on the terrace, it's a ritual that locals and travelers alike hold dear. Picture a 3-tiered stand laden with delicate sandwiches, warm scones with clotted cream, and an irresistible selection of pastries, all served on fine china. The tea menu itself is extensive, from fragrant Earl Grey to rare herbal blends, and the staff are happy to guide you through the choices. It's more than just tea, it's a ceremony, a moment to pause and indulge. Dining at the Mount Nelson. The hotel's signature restaurant, Oasis, serves fresh, locally sourced dishes in a bright, sunlit setting overlooking the pool and gardens. Mornings here begin with lavish breakfast spreads, freshly baked breads, tropical fruit, and made-to-order omelets. For dinner, the menus reflect South Africa's rich culinary heritage, blending classic techniques with regional flavors. Think Karoo lamb with rosemary juice, or freshly caught line fish in a delicate citrus sauce. History and famous guests. The Mount Nelson has hosted its fair share of famous names, from statesmen like Winston Churchill to literary icons such as Agatha Christie. Every wall here seems to hold a story, every corridor echoes with footsteps from another time. It's the kind of place where you feel connected to something bigger, a long tradition of hospitality that spans generations. The Belmond Mount Nelson is more than a luxury stay, it's an immersion into Cape Town's living history. With its gardens, its rituals, its unmatched sense of place, it offers a kind of hospitality that's hard to find in the modern world. From here, we leave history behind and step into pure exclusivity. Our #1 hotel isn't just a place to stay, it's a private world all its own. Let's wrap this up with a grand finale worthy of the #1 spot on the list. We'll go all out with detail, atmosphere, and storytelling so Ellerman House feels like the crown jewel. #1, Ellerman House. At #1, we arrive at a place that is not simply a hotel, it's a sanctuary, a work of art, and an embodiment of refined exclusivity. Welcome to Ellerman House, Cape Town's most prestigious private hotel, where breathtaking ocean views, world-class service, and curated luxury create an experience unlike anything else in the city. The approach. You don't stumble upon Ellerman House. It's tucked away in the affluent suburb of Bantry Bay, a quiet, wind-sheltered enclave along Cape Town's Atlantic seaboard. Your arrival feels almost cinematic. A discreet entrance gate swings open, and a short, winding drive reveals the house in all its glory, a graceful white facade with grand balconies, manicured gardens, and the endless blue of the ocean beyond. First impressions inside. Stepping inside is like being welcomed into the private home of a very elegant, very well-traveled friend. The interiors blend Edwardian architecture with contemporary touches, polished wooden floors, marble fireplaces, rich fabrics, and an art collection that would be the envy of many museums. From the reception area, your eyes are immediately drawn through the house to the sweeping terrace outside, and there it is, the view. The Atlantic stretches out endlessly before you, dotted with the occasional passing ship, the horizon melting into the sky. The rooms and suites. Ellerman House offers just 13 individually styled rooms and suites, each with its own personality. No two are alike, but all share the same air of quiet sophistication. Some rooms feature private balconies overlooking the ocean, where you can watch the sun sink into the water each evening. Others have lush garden views and cozy reading corners. The bathrooms are spa-like, with freestanding tubs, heated floors, and amenities crafted from natural South African botanicals. The private villas. For those seeking the ultimate in privacy, the Ellerman Villas are a world of their own. These multi-level residences feature infinity pools, private chefs, and expansive living spaces. It's the kind of setting where you can host friends, celebrate a milestone, or simply indulge in complete seclusion, all while still having access to the hotel's full services. Dining at Ellerman House. Dining here is a deeply personal affair. There's no fixed menu. Instead, the chef tailors each meal to your preferences and the day's freshest ingredients. Breakfast might be a beautifully arranged plate of tropical fruit, artisanal breads, and free-range eggs cooked exactly the way you like them. Dinner could be line-caught Cape fish served with seasonal vegetables, or Karoo lamb slow-roasted to perfection. Meals are often enjoyed on the terrace, with candlelight flickering in the evening breeze and the sound of waves providing a natural soundtrack. The art collection. Art is part of Ellerman House's soul. The property holds an extensive collection of South African art, spanning from the 19th century to contemporary works. Guests are invited to explore the collection at their leisure, with guided tours available for those who want deeper insight. In many ways, staying here feels like living inside a curated gallery, where each hallway and room offers something new to discover. The Ellerman experience. What truly sets Ellerman House apart is its atmosphere. With so few rooms, the service is deeply personal. Staff quickly learn your preferences, your favorite fruit juice, your preferred breakfast table, the way you like your coffee. It's discreet luxury at its finest. Nothing is flashy or ostentatious, yet everything feels perfectly considered. Ellerman House isn't just Cape Town's best hotel, it's a place where every moment feels rare and precious. Where you can sit for hours on a terrace, watching the ocean shift in color, and feel like the rest of the world has faded away. It's the kind of experience that lingers long after you've left, and for that reason, it rightfully holds the #1 spot on our list. And there you have it, our unforgettable journey through the top 5 hotels in Cape Town comes to a close. From the charm of our #5 pick to the unmatched luxury of our #1, we've explored not just beautiful buildings, but living stories, each hotel offering its own unique heartbeat in the rhythm of this incredible city. Whether it was the breathtaking mountain views, the sound of waves just beyond your balcony, the scent of fine cuisine drifting from world-class kitchens, or the soft touch of Egyptian cotton sheets after a day of exploration,